guys, Kevin the Toy Smuggler here, and today we are talking about toy patience. And this is something that's been extremely heavily on my mind, probably going on as long as at least all of this year. So more than 6 months, I have really seen this to being a big, huge issue coming out of the whole COVID crap going into 2021 is this weird change in how toy collecting and toy buying process is being handled. Typically, especially when I got back into this business a little over 3 years ago, it was your vintage toys that held the premium as far as the higher price, so to speak. And the only thing that really was your other things that were high price is stuff like your Hot Toys, Sideshow, but those wasn't what you would call your everyday run-of-the-mill action figures. That these were, I would call them, I mean, considering I'm a professional artist, works of art. These are action figures that were done in a more artistic manner with the high dollar collector in mind. So those I understood, and they had their place in being a higher dollar item because, like I said, it wasn't your ever run-of-the-day mill action figures that you would find at a Walmart, Target, etc. So the weird common thing that I'm talking today with toy patience. Yes, I finally got my hands on one of these babies, and I'm going to get into more of that in another story that's very similar to how I come about them. Is that the growing, well, not the growing trend, the trend nowadays is as soon as something newly comes out, like this item right here, and this goes for Star Wars as well. So I'm not picking on Mattel. So this is not anything against Mattel. Anything that which is brand spanking new, that's when it is commanding its highest dollar, which makes 0 sense. Bottom line, and what it boils down to, I'm just going, and just so everyone knows, if you're listening on this and you're getting ready to chime in, most of you are probably going to not like what I'm going to say about this issue, because I'm trying to hold back, but at the same time, I'm here just to tell my investigation, because like I said, this is something I've been dwelling on for well over 6 months, and I've been trying to bite my tongue, but my initial assessment has not changed much of all. And we got two problems here, and one hand is feeding the other. So it's not showing any signs of the problem going away. But I'm hoping that if you're hearing something on this video, even if you don't like it, chill out, reserve your crappy comments, come back tomorrow or later tonight, rewatch this and listen to what I'm trying to say. And the two biggest problems that we're having right now is reason like this one right here. If you go to Target, you can find them. They're around. You can pick this up for $30, which is a perfect price, because if you got either one of these figures on a single card, they're going for $15. So they didn't price gouge it. They didn't give you no discount either, but still, you're getting two figures. They're worth $15 a piece. Not a problem. But the problem is, people are going up and they're finding these, buying every one of them off the shelf, and these are going for $50 to $65. And unfortunately, people are paying that for it, which is the other part of the problem. Because bottom line, guys, I'm just going to set you straight. These are cheap action figures. There's nothing high dollar about this. So if you're paying, honestly, if someone was selling it to you for $30 and they charge you $8 shipping and handling, anything over $38 to $40 for this item, you are getting ripped off. You're not going to ever get your financial return, because the chances of these products being worth anything down the line is a slim chance to hell of none. I'm here to tell you. It's not going to happen. The only thing in He-Man that today, the vintage stuff is going up, even though it is not worth it. The only thing that's really holding its true value, that I think is actually worth the money that it is the classics line. And then honestly, the prices of some of that is really gotten up there to some ridiculous kind of price. I've only found one good deal, and when I did, I hopped on. I said I would never get into the classics line, but the vintage counterpart to that figure was more than getting a 2-pack. So I looked at it as I got 2 for 1, and I like the artistic sculpture of the pieces. So I jumped on it. So the point I'm trying to get here and make a home run here. Number 2, you got these action figure / toy scalpers. And all they're doing is buying everything up, doing ridiculous pre-orders of 10 or whatever at Big Bad Toy Store and other places like it. This is nothing against Big Bad. Or they're going to Targets. They got buddies in Walmart and stuff, and they're hoarding all this stuff, doubling and sometimes tripling the prices. That's part 1 of the problem. And part 2 of the problem is you, the toy fans. It's like, I want to strangle you down, people, because the more you guys quit not having toy patience is the reason why these guys keep doing it, because there knows some idiot out there is going to pay this ridiculous price for us. And it's stupid. When this got advertised, that yes, I would like to have that, but I'd be damned to hell if I pay double the price for it. Not going to happen. So I just sat back. I'm just going, and I watched a channel, Scott, Toy Guru Nightlick. And if you don't know who he is, he's Spectre Creative. Super nice guy. He was the brand manager for Motu Classic. So anybody that's watching this, because this is a He-Man thing, you know who this guy is. And he did a video a few weeks ago on just being patient and sitting back and waiting. And sooner or later, these things, even though you're not catching it right now, probably the second run or third run, they start stocking the shelves. They're going to start sitting on the shelves because these impatient people the scalpers done got their hands on it. The impatient people's done got their hands on it. And then maybe one more round of your everyday hardcore Motu fan like myself is getting their hands on it. So round 3, round 4 happens, you're going to start sometime later this year or next year. These are sitting on the shelf, maybe even going to discount. So on earth on me, and I can't understand is why would you want to pay double or triple or something when you can just wait a couple of months and do what I did? I was down in Cartersville, Georgia. Me and my wife and little girl was just we like to go to Cartersville every once in a while. It's a beautiful little town. We go check out the antique stores. We go find some neat little bistro or something like that to go have lunch. And there's a Target down there, and we always hit that Target. And usually we hit the Target first. Get Kevin's fun time out of the way right off the bat, because you got to pass the Target to get to all the old stuff down on Main Street. So anyway, we go in there, and lo and behold, boom, I come across 5 of these on the shelf. And I know what somebody's saying. Why didn't you grab all 5 of them and resell them? Yes, I could. But if I turn around and bought all 5 of these and sold the other 4 so I'd get mine for free, then I'm the same asshole that I'm complaining and you all are complaining about too. So why would I do that? So I'm not going to be the type of guy that I'm dragging on this whole entire idiotic toy process. So I'm not going to do that. So what I did, and a buddy of mine said, well, Kevin, if you leave them there, someone else is going to buy them up and do that too. Well, that's out of my control. And he said, well, won't you, a buddy of mine also said, well, won't you get all of them and then you sell them at normal price? Well, here's the problem with that. That sounds great, but that's time. That's a lot of wasted time for me. I'm a very busy man. I'm a professional artist. I'm in Taekwondo, extremely heavy, and I got a full-time job. So, I mean, I already got 3 major things going on in my life, not including designing toys and doing toy restoration. So I don't need anything else on my plate. It just don't make any sense. I said, here's the thing. Even if I did that, someone on Facebook says, oh, I want 2 of them. One's for a brother of mine. And they're turning around going, boom, that same person is more than likely going to be selling it for double and triple A. So I've not stopped anybody. I've not stopped this process. So I thought the only thing that I can do is hopefully to make a video and some, common damn sense, people. Simple, common damn sense. This is a cheap action figure. Is it cool? Yes. It's a lot of fun. I mean, The artwork's great. The packaging is real neat. Is it worth $30? Yes. Is it worth 50 to 65? Hell no. And it's just that. So the scalpers, and you guys keep feeding the scalpers, is really ruining the toy experience for people like me. Honestly, I'm just going to be real with you guys. I have thought about this year 2 or 3 times killing the Toy Smuggler, killing my YouTube channel. Actually, I wasn't going to kill the channel. I was going to change the damn name and just go back to being an artistic channel and saying the hell of toys. That's how close I've been. And I got to thinking, and the only reason that it's kept me not from doing that is I love toys. And I don't want a bunch of damn idiots who are impatient, bunch of scalpers, ruin my joy. So I'm backing off on that. And this channel is going from now on going to be on the toy side of it. It's going to be devoted on what I like. I don't give a damn if you. And as far as reviews and stuff, maybe, but not really. I mean, I'm talking when it comes to artistic side of toys and stuff like that. I'm just going to do what I want. I'm not going to make videos just to make you guys happy, just to hopefully to get certain ratings, to raise my algorithms, because the Mandalorian's hot right now, or Motu, anything Motu brand new Origins coming out is hot. I'm not doing that. This was just a great tool to tell my side of the story on this problem here. So that's how I came about this. Well, a month earlier, similar story. I'm out in the middle of nowhere, Summersville, Georgia. Nothing there but a sock manufacturer. Nothing, people. It's the Boonies, okay? So we're up there visiting my mother-in-law. They have a Walmart. I go there, and only, honestly, at best, 1 out of every 10 times do I actually ever find anything. But I go in there just to stick my head because, like I said, once out of 10 times, I hit a Holy Grail. And the last time I was there, roughly a month ago, I found a Holy Grail. I went with the Holy Grail's a little much. I found a unique piece. Let's just call it like that. It's the flocked panther. I'm trying to get here with a light. There we go. Now we're getting it in there. Flock panther. And once again, and I didn't know this at the time, but the flock panther is only a Walmart exclusive. Didn't know that. So if you want the other one, go to Target. If you want this one, you got to look at Walmart. But once again, I'm going down there. Nothing on the toy aisle. It's pretty darn bare. And I turn around, and not with the He-Man stuff. It was up off on the end of the aisle where it's like, what are you doing way over here? Some stock boy who sure as heck didn't know what he's doing placed these. They were 5 of these. And I'm sitting there like, wow. Once again, here I am, that many of them. And what I do, I get 1 and left 4 on the shelf. Bottom line. That's what I did, guys. And because I'm not going to be a part of this process anymore. I mean, I'm just not going to do it. And another cool note, I wish I took a picture of it, but while I was at the Target last weekend, when I found the Rise of Evil, went walking. I was done with toys. I was trying to find my wife and little girl. They went walking it for the sporting goods and all that stuff, looking at the kids' backpacks and stuff like that. And boom, on the last aisle of the entertainment section where the TVs and stuff, on the end cap, on the very bottom where you couldn't hardly see it, was 2 new Revelation Battle Cats. And I'm talking this package, this freaking big, $40 a piece. And yet again, I could have got 1 for myself, and I could have sold the other one because they're going for like $75 to $80. And guess what? I put both of them back on the shelf because I mean, as much as I think that new Battle Cat looks cool, but I have 5 or 6 vintage Battle Cats. I got the new Origin Battle Cats. I got the what do you call it? The Big Jim Panther, and I got thinking, how many damn Battle Cats do I need? And I also got thinking, this is a substantial size box, not large. This is what you call a nice medium box, but the Battle Cat box is like every bit of that long and about double the thickness. So with that in mind, where the hell am I going to put the thing? I mean, it's real estate is always an issue. And I've been really the last couple years trying to hone down my collection, get rid of stuff that I just wasn't in love with anymore. It just didn't, when I looked at it, I just didn't have that same spark. And I'm trying to, I'm a Star Wars and He-Man, G.I. Joe, and I got my love for the Clash of the Titans and Flash Gordon. So I'm trying to really hone down my collection. And if it's not a part of it, then it goes, and that money goes toward the things that what few things I am missing and stuff. So there you go. And but like I said, I might get, I'm still on the fence when I'm going to get the unflocked version. So because this is an upgrade from my original, so having an unflocked version is not really it's not, if I look up and find it for half price, maybe, but as far as right now, no, not going to be getting it at all. So which brings me to the point, and we're talking here about toy passion, is, guys, what should be right now the heyday of action figures is really, this is very, and I'm trying to stress this situation here so you guys really understand what's going on, because no one else is talking about it. So what I'm fixing to say here is very, very profound, and I want people to hear me. And if you do hear this, please share this video and say, hey, you got to listen to Kevin. Go to marker 16 minutes and a half, because here's the deal. This very similar process happened back in the early 90s with comic books. And comic books for 5 years was anything new. The new comic books were going for a higher price. The vintage comic books started selling at tens and $20,000. So that's when you seen this spurge, which was causing the newer books to raise up in value, because everyone's thinking, well, just like the old comics that you bought for a quarter are now selling between $5,000 and $20,000. Now we have an excuse to take what was a $3 comic book and start selling it for $10 or $15. And they started pumping out, and people started buying up like crazy. They was only making like 15,000 run a month. Then that went up to a 20,000, 25 to 50,000. Boom. Spawn came out with their very first issue when Todd McFarlane went out on his own with Image Comics and sold a little over 80,000 comic books of issue number 1. 80,000 plus copies. Unheard of. I mean, the money was just rolling in. So, but guess what happened? Roughly, nearly 5 years later, the comic book industry tanked. Boom. And guess what? The toy industry right now is doing the exact same thing. Exactly. It's the vintage prices are going out of hand, and which is driving up the new stuff that's coming out. People are buying without thinking. They got their heads up their butts, and then you got this conflict of fake demand going on, because it's these scalpers creating this demand. Oh, you got to have it and all this other crap. It's a toy. You don't have to have this damn crap. There's nothing saying you have to have it, and especially at inflated. Inflated don't mean $5 more. Inflated means double or triple. Okay, that's the problem here. And boom, now you got these two colossal prices going up. All this stir, and emotions are running high. People like me who I was the guy who had the toy room before having a toy room was even a thing. And it was so new of a concept back in the early 90s and late 80s that I didn't even hear of. I was labeled a freak and didn't have a clue that anybody else had done it. And it took like, oh gosh, pushing nearly 20 years later, pushing 15 to 20 years. Let's give it a bracket there without being precise, before I ever heard of anyone else having one like that. So if you got people like me, hardcore action figure collectors, they're not liking toy collecting anymore because of this process, because of the scalpers, because of you, the fans, feeding the damn scalpers. And guess what? I guarantee you, I'm not the only one. So what you're going to have is, you got this surgence of people who sooner or later, you're going to realize that you spent way too much damn money for the crap in your bedroom. And as soon as you get a little hiccup in financial crisis, boom, you're going to have to get rid of that stuff, and you're going to lose money. You're going to go in the damn hole selling it for a fourth of what you paid it for, because that's actually all it's damn worth, is a fourth of all that high dollar stuff. Then you got all the people getting out of the business like me who don't like it anymore because, hell, it's not no damn fun. The toy community right now, people, let's get real, it sucks. I got probably 10 to 20 people in the toy community that are just great, amazing people. But after that, it just becomes drama, 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 drama. Like, what the hell, people? This is supposed to be fun, not troll city. And that's what the toy community is. I'd say 75% is coming troll city. So with that being in mind, so vintage prices shooting up. Now all the old stuff is unreachable. Then you got the new stuff is getting scalped really damn bad, and you can't get your damn hands on it. So these people are going to finally one day realize they gotten screwed. Then you got people like me who can't find the stuff they love and then just taking the joy out of it. Boom. Once one piece starts to fall, the whole toy community deal is just going to tank, just like the comic book industry. Bottom line, I said it. It's coming. And I think it's really been hitting. So it takes roughly 4 to 5 years. So I say it started 2020. So you're looking at 2004 to 2005, toy community down the drain, people. It's going all to hell. And I hate to say it. I'm saying this so we can fix it and it don't happen. So if you believe what I say, if you think that I have 1 ounce of common sense coming out of my mouth, please share this video. Because I'm not doing this for ratings. If you hate it, please put on there. Give me a damn thumbs down. See if I give a crap. Please trash it. Troll it. Do whatever you want. I don't care. But what I'm telling you, I watched this back in the 90s. And I'm watching it. And I'm a big part of the toy industry right now. I'm a designer. I make toys. Y'all know that. So I'm all into it. So we're on the same path. So with that knowledge, what are you going to do? Are you going to keep making it happen? Or are you going to take a stand and say, hey, I'm going to wait a month or two? Do like with the Toy Smuggler. Just be a little patient, chill out, and just let it fall in my hands. If it's meant to be, it'll fall in your lap. If it's not, you really didn't need it anyway. You're not missing out. Bottom line. Which... that's all I'm going to say on the toy passion. And the reason, and I'm switching the toy passion thing here to a second. My passion is starting to go more toward design. And one of the things, and another reason is these inflated vintage stuff is, we got it complete. My brother has this one right here. I'm trying to remember this one's name, but he's won last 17. Outrageous. He goes from anywhere between $65 to $100 complete. We have all the parts. Well, anyway, I have successfully, and I'm not going to pay that. That's just stupid. I have successfully made a silicone mold of the little guy. And here's my prototype piece that's come out. That's why he's in black plastic, which my brother said he wants a black one now that he's seen it's black. But I captured every one of the details. And I'm going to be pouring one more, chopping all the limbs off and stuff. And I got some mechanical Lego pieces coming in sometime next week where I'll be able to make the joints. So pretty much I'm going to be able to, my plan is to be able to sell reproduction pieces of these, high quality. I'm making them, every one of them by myself, and selling these 20 to 25 bucks, maybe even 30. I've not made the first one, so I really don't know how much it takes to truly make this, where if you buy one of these off of me and you set it on your shelf, it's going to fool you. You're going to wonder, man, that looks just like the real thing. But it's going to be at a fraction of the cost of what's going on today, which is around 80 to 100, somewhere around there, dollars. If you get it complete, that's with the staff and the headdress and everything. And I even made a mold of the headdress and everything. I've yet to pour the copy of it, but that's the negative mold of the headdress and stuff. So I got that coming sometime probably next month. I should have it all figured out with the limbs being able to move and stuff like that as well. And the biggest thing is after that is pre-mixing, trying to match that reddish brown kind of color here as close as possible and stuff. And then also too, I'm going to be selling off color versions, like black ones, white ones, just all crazy colors, because that way you can those I'll sell much cheaper, and I'll probably be selling them just a figure without any accessories or headdresses and stuff, just so be great background figures. And so, and the only reason I'm selling these and stuff like that is so that I can just pay for the molding materials that I've done. And plus too, I get the satisfaction of helping someone else put a figure on their shelf at a fraction of the price. So that was the whole process of me doing that. And too, so now guys, I got a quick update before I get off here. Been going here pushing 30 minutes. I didn't really want to go off 30 minutes because I got some painting I want to do. But a big announcement here. I know some of y'all like Rob Brown. He might end up be watching here in a few minutes, but yeah, this is a pretty profound deal here, the announcement I'm fixing to make. But the Toy Smuggler, which y'all know I'm a traditional artist. I do oil painting, comic book sketch art, you name it. I'm strictly a hands-on type artist. Well, the Toy Smuggler is going digital. That's right. I'm finally have embraced it. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to turn the camera around here so you guys can see here. Trying to bring it around. But here we go. Just give me a second, guys. Be just a little patient. But here we go. I finally picked me up. It's a Gammon 1650. Only issue is I have to lay on my belly to change the HDMI cord out, because I ended up getting this splitter. Damn thing don't work. So I got a dud in the mail off Amazon. So I got to pick me up a new HDMI splitter, so that all I got to do is, like right here, reach underneath my desk, push a couple of buttons, and it turns it on. So without having to, come on guys, you guys know how it is. You know what it is. If you do anything, hooking something up to your computer, and mine sits on the floor. So that means I have to lay on my belly and get back there with a flashlight to plug everything. I wish they'd make a damn computer that has a little bit better design and stuff like that. But that's it. I'm going digital, and I already got it set up. It works. I had a artist that I'm teaching, Alexa Smith. She actually has one of these, and that was another reason why I chose this one. It comes with a pen. Is that way and I got the same what do you call it? The art software. Hold on. Let me turn this camera back around. Like I said, that's all it is. Look at. I'm going to be doing probably another video one day next week on showing me doing actual artwork on it and stuff. I just want to get a slightly little bit better feel. Hold on, I put the software up. Yeah, here we go. Clip Studio Paint. I got this version right here. It's the her version, and what this was actually, the Clip Studio used to be called Manga Studio. So this software is very similar to Photoshop, but it's what Manga did was they took it, everything that's part of Photoshop that worked great for your comic book and manga artists needs. They took that out and made that even better. So that's what this software is designed for, is guys like me who like doing storybooks, comic books, and but it's for the illustrators, your commercial illustrator, and that's what this is about. And I got to play with it just a little bit when we had it set up and everything, which I'm going to play with it probably later tonight. I think I'm going to set it up, and maybe in tomorrow I'm going to put in about 3 or 4 hours in it early tomorrow morning and really get crunching on it and get to know stuff. And bottom line, and the reason I finally made this switch is nearly 2 years ago, I come a hair doing it then. I was looking at getting one of the big 32-inch Wacom's, but you're looking at $3+ grand, plus you had to go buy the software. And I'm like how many years, how many digital jobs would I have to get to pay this thing off? And that's how, if you're an artist, when you get ready to buy a new tool versus the price of the tool, how much money you're going to make off that tool, is that balance worth it? And $3 grand plus was not ever worth it, people. I just didn't see it. And then about 7 months ago or 6 months ago, my daughter, who loves digital and she's really big into manga and stuff like that, she got one, and it was I can't remember the name of it or anything, but it was a little over $750. I thought, okay, that's a little bit better. That's less than a third of that. So I was really thinking about it then, and the only reason I didn't do it at that very moment was I was heavily deep in designing action figures, sculpting. So I didn't see the need of buying it because it was going to be 6 months or so by now that I was even going to have an inkling of time to even mess with it. So the timing was bad. But then lo and behold, and my artist Alexis, she was telling me about the one she has. So we looked it up and everything. Boom, they had it on sale. I ended up getting the thing for $300. And then I paid roughly about $60 for the software. So $360 investment versus $3,000 plus. So that was now knocked down to 1/10 of the price. So now 1/10 of the price, and I got a little bit of time to play with it. Now the time it's worth it. And plus, like I said, the other big advantage is she has this exact same system. She has the exact same paint software. So if I'm having trouble, I get the camera, set it on the tripod, and say, hey, I'm having issues. Where's this? Where's that? How do I fix this? How do I do that? That sort of thing. So that's a great thing having that. So now that way, like I said, if, I'm not sitting here learning the hard ways, because here's the thing, guys. When you're an artist, it don't matter any field that you're learning. If you're learning it on your own, there's only so fast you can go. But if you're studying under somebody, they are going to show you what's important, what's not important, and they're going to show you the shortcuts on how to do certain things. So which means you're going to learn at a faster pace. The learning curve, instead of being huge over time to get somewhere, they're going to make it a straighter line, maybe a small arc to get somewhere. And that's what I want to do with this. I want to get in, learn it, watch tutorials, talk to her, share things, ideas with her. And within the next 6 months, I want to be able to be dangerous as hell with this thing. I want to be able to make in 6 months, start making money off of it. Bottom line, I want to just get in here and blow people's mind, because I've always seen the advantages in digital. I just didn't like how most people was using it. They use the shortcuts, and considering they wasn't classically trained like I've been, they were taking these shortcuts and they just looked at it as a shortcut instead of learning how. See, I know how to do these things by hand. So taking these shortcuts is this me getting A to Z quicker. It's not that so you got to understand the foundation of art. And most artists that are using this don't have an inkling of the foundation of on how to do true classical art. And that's why their digital don't look that good versus other people who, like me, has 20 or 30 years doing art with your hand, get into digital. They understand the process a little bit better. So guys, like I said, look forward sometime next week. I'm actually going to be, I take that back, I'm going on vacation. I'll be back sometime Sunday. So the week after next, I'm going to be probably doing a video on this, maybe doing some quick drawing, kind of giving an update on how I'm feeling about this thing. Am I liking it? Is it making me pull my hair out? Whatever. So just kind of give everybody a fun update on what's going on. So, but guys, that's the Toy Smuggler. I know the day's topic was a little touchy, but hey, it's all true. Sorry to hear about it. But guys, I'm saying this for the best interest of the toy deal. I love toys. I love action figures, and I love toy collecting. And I just really see the whole community going in a very negative path. And I just, if you believe the same thing as me, join me. Let's turn this baby around, okay? I want to end this on a positive note. There's a lot of great, amazing people. Dave, Toy Polloy, Tony from Analog, Michael from Retro Blasting. We got Kevin for Zarnista Studios. We got the Smuggler's Den. We got the Mego group. Everybody that's involved in Mego, man. We got a lot of great people in this community. So are we just going to sit back and let these annoying little turds run our community? Or are we all going to band together and let's make it great again? That's how I'm going to end this video, talking about all these amazing people, which there's a lot of us. But we got to get these trolls and these scalpers. Time to boot their butts out, people. Let's take back our community. I'm the Toy Smuggler. Y'all have a great day.